right now. Someone listening to this feels like giving up. Maybe that someone is you. Your chest feels heavy, your mind feels tired, and the future feels far away. Everything feels slower than it should be. And the silence in your mind is filled with questions you cannot answer. But stay here for a moment. Do not scroll, because this message might be exactly what your heart needed today. Take a slow breath and just listen. Welcome to Success Mind. Maybe lately you have been doubting yourself. You look around and it feels like everyone else is moving forward. Everyone else seems to know where they are going. But you feel lost. You question your decisions, you question your abilities, and sometimes you even question your worth. You wonder if you started too late. You wonder if your dreams are unrealistic. You wonder if the world has already moved on without you. And the quiet voice in your mind whispers something painful. Maybe I am not good enough. Maybe I missed my chance. Maybe my time has already passed. If that thought has ever visited your heart, you are not alone. Millions of people carry the same silent fear. But feeling lost is not the end of the journey. It is often the beginning. Because the moment you question your path is the moment you start searching for a better one. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs slowly. Now repeat this quietly. I am still finding my way. Say it again. I am still finding my way. Now imagine something with me. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling a quiet sense of direction. Not perfect clarity, not a perfect plan, just enough light to see the next step. Imagine feeling calm instead of overwhelmed. Imagine believing in your future again. The truth is that your life can change faster than you think. Not because of luck, not because someone rescues you, but because you change the way you think. Think about a seed buried deep in the soil. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. Days pass, weeks pass, sometimes even months pass. The ground looks empty and silent. But beneath the surface, something powerful is happening. Roots are growing. Strength is forming. Energy is gathering. Then one day, a small green shoot breaks through the soil and suddenly the world can see what was invisible before. Your life is often exactly the same. What feels like stagnation may actually be preparation. What feels like failure may actually be training. What feels like darkness may simply be the moment before dawn. Pause again, take another slow breath. Now say this with me. My story is still unfolding. Say it again slowly. My story is still unfolding. Years ago, I read a simple sentence that changed the way I see the future. It came from the legendary thinker Peter Drucker. He once said something incredibly powerful. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Let that sentence sit in your mind for a moment. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Most people spend their lives trying to guess the future. They worry about it. They fear it. They imagine every possible disaster that could happen. But they forget something powerful. The future is not something that simply happens to you. It is something you slowly build, day by day, choice by choice, action by action. Every decision you make today quietly shapes tomorrow. The habits you practice today become the life you live later. The courage you show today becomes the strength you rely on tomorrow. So the real question is not, what will happen to my future? The real question is, what am I creating right now? Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself honestly, what kind of future am I building today? Think about the dream that keeps returning to your heart, the one you sometimes ignore, the one you sometimes push away because it feels too big or too risky. What dream refuses to leave you alone? Maybe it is a career you want to pursue. Maybe it is a healthier version of yourself. Maybe it is a life where you wake up excited instead of exhausted. Now ask yourself something deeper. What would happen if you stopped running from that dream? What if you gave yourself permission to try? Not perfectly, just honestly. Most people do not fail because they tried. They fail because they never began. And years later they look back with the same painful question. What if? But you are still here. You are still breathing. That means something powerful. You still have time. Pause again. Take a breath. And say this out loud. I am allowed to begin again. Say it slowly. I'm allowed to begin again. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Hold it gently. Now release it slowly. Feel the tension leaving your body. Now say this with me. I am not too late. Again, I am not too late. One more time with strength. I am not too late. Because the moment you decide to change, your timeline changes. Your direction changes. Your future changes. If this message reached you at exactly the moment you needed it, subscribe and walk this journey with us. Because sometimes one idea, one reminder, one moment of clarity can change the direction of an entire life. Creating your future does not require perfection. It requires courage, small courage, daily courage, the courage to wake up when it is easier to stay in bed, the courage to try again after failure, the courage to believe in your dream when nobody else understands it yet. Remember something important. Mountains are not climbed in one giant leap. They are climbed step by step, breath by breath, footstep by footstep. Your success will be built the same way. Small action today, another action tomorrow, another action the day after that. Pause again and repeat this with me. My actions today shape my future. Again, my actions today shape my future. Every small step forward is a quiet victory. There will be difficult days. Days when doubt returns. Days when progress feels invisible. But remember the seed beneath the soil. Growth is often silent. Strength is often invisible. Transformation often happens slowly. But slowly does not mean never. Slowly means building. Slowly means preparing. Slowly means becoming. Take a deep breath and repeat this quietly. I am growing even when I cannot see it. Again, I am growing even when I cannot see it. Now look at your life for a moment. Everything around you, every possibility, every opportunity, every direction is still open. Your future has not been written yet. That means something incredibly powerful. You still have the pen. You still have the power to choose. You still have the ability to begin again. Peter Drucker reminded us of a truth that many people forget. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So start creating. Start today. Start small. Start imperfectly, but start. Take one final deep breath with me. Let it fill your lungs slowly. Now say this with strength. I will not give up on myself. Again, I will not give up on myself. One last time, I will not give up on myself. And if you are still here listening to this message, then deep inside you hope is still alive. subscribe, and continue this journey with us. Because your future is waiting for the person you are becoming.